Hello everyone, it is me again. I am live on Instagram. So hello Instagram world. It is a gorgeous day where I'm at here in Tracy, California. Got a little warm today. It's summertime. Central Valley, California. It gets warm. That's just part of the deal. You got to accept it. If you don't like getting warm and getting hot, you're talking upwards today of close to 100 degrees. But it's going to be like that every day. So in Central California, which is right outside the Bay Area, I'm about 45 minutes to an hour outside of, well, about 40 minutes outside of Oakland, east of Oakland. What's up there, Laura? 40 minutes outside of Oakland and 50, depends on traffic, 50 minutes to 55 minutes outside of San Francisco, east. And so you got three cities. Okay, I didn't know how to talk about this, but I'm close to San Francisco. I'm close to Oakland because Oakland and San Francisco are right outside a bridge. So you just cross the Bay Bridge. You go from Oakland to San Francisco. And then if you get on the Golden Gate Bridge, you cross from San Francisco to the Sausalito area. And then you can go north on 101. Now, where I'm at, close to Oakland, close to San Francisco, and close to San Jose. So if you don't know the song, Do You Know the Way to San Jose? You need to listen to it. It was actually a big song back in the day. I know it's before your time and my time. Do you know the way to San Jose? So anyways, hello everyone. I just want to give you a little recap of this weekend's events. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy that it went the way it went. So, what I've been doing. I think I've been pushing 60 miles, around 60 miles for the week, last week, and for the past few weeks, 55 to 60 miles a week of running. Hey, what's up, Angie? 55 to 60 miles a week, and then I kind of slowed it up a little bit to make sure I was okay, because I heard San Francisco half marathon missed you by just 15 minutes at the Boston Expo. Okay, yeah, Ralph, next time for sure at the Boston Marathon Expo. We'll see how it goes, if I'm going to go and try to qualify. I'm still kind of on the fence about that, to qualify for 2019 at the next month Santa Rosa Marathon, to qualify again for Boston, which would be my 5th time in a row. Anywho, so we'll see. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm just having a great time. But anyways, so this weekend's events. Get to San Francisco, feel great, no problems, perfect. San Francisco weather at this time of year. Hey, what's up, everybody? At this time of year, San Francisco weather is just phenomenal. I know Laura from Florida, it gets a little humid in the summer in Florida. California is really dry. Hence, as you guys probably see the news, lots of fires. Lack of water. Doesn't rain a whole lot. The humidity is very, very low. So it gets very dry conditions, which it kind of like a tinderbox. It can go up in flames pretty quickly because it's summertime in California. It's the beaches, right? We're always dry. It doesn't rain a whole lot in California for months at a time, by the way. And by the way, I remember being in college back many, many years ago in Louisiana. I went to school in Louisiana. Some people couldn't even believe that it doesn't rain a whole lot for months at a time in California. And I can assure you, anybody who lives in California can tell you, the country or the world, it doesn't rain a whole lot in California for months at a time. Not only days, weeks, months at a time. That's California for you. Hence, you can wash your car in the summertime and it won't rain again for days or weeks or months at a time. So that's California for you. I'm a couple hours from the beach right now where I'm at. But I can get to the beach pretty quickly. Pacific Ocean, Santa Cruz, different things like that. But all that said, I want to tell you a little bit about San Francisco Marathon yesterday. And then again, this time of year in San Francisco is just beautiful, perfect weather for running. It gets a little foggy in San Francisco, the foghorns, the Golden Gate Bridge, right, the Bay Bridge. So, perfect time for a marathon. So we get there. I get there at about 4:05, 4:10 for the marathon. So once again, I've said this before, but yesterday's marathon and half marathon. So you got the first half marathon, and then you got a completely second half marathon, and then you have a full marathon. So 13.1, another half, which is 13.1, and then you have a full marathon, which is 26.2. It's been raining here on the East Coast, so I will send some. Yeah, we need it out here, you know. And by the way, just kind of getting off track a little bit. And thank you for that. You guys see the news? If you've seen the news at all, just north of here, a few hours in Redding, crazy fires up there right now. My heart and thoughts and prayers go out to all those people. But also, just a little south of where I'm at, even closer to me, Yosemite, those fires are out of control. So I was going to go out for a 5-mile run this morning. I actually said I was going out for a 5-mile run. Early in the morning, very clear. By the time I got out to run this morning, today, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could smell the smoke from the Yosemite fires. We're close to it. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I don't need to run that bad. I'm going to take a day off. I don't want that smoke in my lungs. So tomorrow I'm going to double up a little bit, maybe run 10 to 15 miles tomorrow, but go much earlier when the smoke doesn't get to me. Anywho, San Francisco Marathon, first half, second half, full marathon. But guess what? Wait, you asked for more? You got more. You had the double marathon yesterday. 52.4 miles. They actually started the night before at 11 o'clock p.m. running 52 miles. The ultra people. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, this is what they did. But they also had a 5K. I don't think they had a 10K, but they had a 5K. So that's what that's when you get almost 30,000 runners yesterday in San Francisco. San Francisco is, if you don't know, you can look it up, Google it, do what you got to do. But it's one of the most beautiful cities in the United States, if not the world, to run. Runner's World themselves, I know it has several years, has listed San Francisco as the #1 city to run in the United States. And why do they say that? One, you got the beautiful views. You're running along the ocean, the bay, right? The Pacific Ocean, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, the San Rafael Bridge, all the bridge, all the water, all the beautiful hills of San Francisco. If those of you who don't, oh, there you go. So you know. No Chelsea 2047, you know. They got great restaurants. You got Italian Town, Little Italy. You got Chinatown, one of the largest in the United States. And then you got everything else. The culture. Again, you got Lombard Street. I don't want to be some people say, did you get paid for this? No. It's a beautiful city. Yeah, they got their issues or whatever, but what city doesn't, right? So, started off, get there at 4:05, 4:10 in the morning. I had to be there by 4:30, so I want to make sure, because they closed down the streets, want to make sure I get in my parking. I get to the I was at the expo the day before. I get to the pacing area, which they blocked it off for us. They're so thank you, San Francisco, once again. They are so kind. They treat the pacers, and they had a lot of them. I wasn't the only one. As rock stars. I'm not kidding you. We had our own porta potties, and those of you who run half marathons or marathons, 10Ks or 5Ks, it's not easy to get in those porta potties because you got thousands of people. But guess what? San Francisco, they give us our own porta potties. The pacers, they got our tents, they got bagels, they got coffee, they got everything. They got food for us. Thank you once again, San Francisco. Anyways, so 4:30, we take pictures, we do all these different things. Sometimes we go out for a run to shake our legs out and get ready for the marathon, half marathon. Yesterday we didn't. 5:30, the marathon starts. Boom, they take off. So I went to my car, kind of kicked back a little bit, relaxed. It was kind of chilly in San Francisco yesterday morning. Get my gloves on, kind of toasting up a little bit in my car. I was very close to the start line. So 6:30 was the half marathon, the first half. 6:45 was the second half. You got to bust everybody out. Anywho, pretty chilly. We had a great group with us. We had different waves. I don't know how many waves they have. You got 30,000 people. A lot of waves. So we take off. Great group, great bunch of people. But guess what? They changed. I knew they changed the course, but I didn't think they changed it like this. This time, we did not. Hey, there was a Donnell Kichada. Thank you for joining. Hey, wave to everybody. So this time we go towards by the Bay Bridge. We take off. We go towards the Golden Gate Bridge. In the past, we go across the Golden Gate Bridge, across the way, and then we come on back and we do some waves, whatever, some streets, and we get back. This time, I'm not sure what the whole deal was. I think there was too many people kind of causing the bridge I'm not sure, but something about the bridge waving or something like that. So the Golden Gate Bridge, so we're running 5-6 miles, but we'd run under the bridge to the other side, didn't get on the bridge, ran under it, dirt path for maybe a mile or something like that. Then we go on the other side, we go on some hills. I'm like, okay, these hills are getting kind of tough. Just getting to the Golden Gate, if anybody knows San Francisco, just getting to that Golden Gate, you got to go up and that sort of thing. So it gets a little tough. But we just kept on going up, 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 up. Next thing you know it, we're kind of coming down, but we go back up. San Francisco for you, right? Up and down, up and down, up. And I'm thinking, boy, because I do not train on the hills at all. The highest hill I go on is maybe a overpass. That's about it. So now, my pace was really a 7:57, 8-minute pace. Was supposed to be. I maintained it. I kind of slowed up on the hills for the group. Sped up on the downhill. Got down to like a 7:17. Rolled downhill. And then foggy. The sun never poked out. The clouds over, which was cool. Literally cool. A pun intended, right? Which is great, cool. Cloud over cover. Sun never beat you down. Perfect temperature. Now you're coming downhill. You're up. You're downhill. Now you come around parks. And then, that last little, I think we ended up in, was it Golden Gate Park or something like that? Or I forget what park it is. I had a great guy, Xiao Shang Young. He's actually a PhD from Harvard. He was my co-pacer. What a great guy that was. First time pacing, he's a rock star. He had literally it down to a science. So we were running that last little bit. And I'm saying, hey, dude, how we doing? How we doing? So my group was a 145. What's supposed to be a 7:57 mile, but you can go down to an 8:01. 7:57 would give us a 1:44:07. But I didn't want to do a 1:44:07, hour and 44 and 7 seconds. I wanted to get closer to an hour and 45. So I said, okay, let's kind of slow up a tiny bit to get that 1:45 and allow our group to kind of regain themselves. We did. Guess what? And I'm not kidding you. You can look at my time. My time to come in was 1:45. 1 hour and 45 minutes, 00. My time was not to come in 1 second over. And that's how pacing does it. Real quick, shout out to Lynn Nguyen, our CEO, our Chief Executive Officer of the Running Addicts running group, pace group. He's a rock star, everybody. You don't know who he is, you need to look him up. Lynn Nguyen, great guy, businessman, family man, and great Running Addicts president. So he says, we want to come in within 30 seconds of whatever pacing group you come in. Mine was supposed to be 1:45. So what do? I'm going to try to get close to that 1:45. I've paced for about 7 years. So I'm with my boy, Xiao Shang Young, Dr. Young from Harvard. We're looking at our watches, we're running, we're trying to come in at that 1:45 or, well, about within 30 seconds. Guess what? I'm not kidding you. Look at my time, everybody. I posted this on Instagram. We came in 1 hour, 45 minutes, 0.00. We came in the exact time. Not 1 second under, and God forbid, not 1 second over. So our pace time was 1:45.00. We came in 1:45.00. The exact time which we set out to do, to the very, very second. So I'm really, really happy. Sometimes I'll come in 3 seconds, 7 seconds, even 30 seconds beyond that. But yesterday, with a great group, we got congratulated by several people that kind of probably PR'd. They didn't say, but they thanked us for helping them achieve that 1:45 goal. So I was so very happy. I love pacing. Why do I love pacing? Because we get to give back to the community, the running community, and share our knowledge and our experience and with other people, and the joy of running and the joy of fitness and cardio and having a great running regimen. So all that said, I just wanted to thank everybody. Thank you, San Francisco. Thank you, San Francisco. What is it? The Bio something? I should know this. Bio something. It's on my shirt. It's on my hat. They sponsored the event. And if you have not got into a marathon, half marathon, 10K, 5K, even a mile run, you need to get involved. Why? Because it'll really, just the joy of the camaraderie. Not only, need to say the cardio, running, it's all good for you in every sense. The body, the mind, the emotions, and every part of you. Cardio is, there's no downside. There's all upside to cardio. Believe me, talk to anybody on here, anybody in any other channel. All upside, no downside. The only thing you have to do is do it. After that, that's on you. And when you do it, you will be so proud of yourself. You will be so thankful you did. And you will be healthier in body and in mind. And I just wanted to let you know that. And by the way, I'm not kidding you. You didn't see this right now. I'm not kidding you. I'm not making this up. I just got a message right now, like right this very second, just read across my screen from Fernando Cabada that wants to do a live video chat tomorrow, though. He's in Colorado right now training at altitude. Now, who is Fernando Cabada? Fernando Cabada is a 2:11 marathoner. He came in 7th in the Olympic trials, I think in 2011. For the Olympics 2012, he came in 7th place. So you're talking about a national world player. He's actually running Berlin in September. Who, when he did, I think he did a 2:11:36. And you guys think 2:11, 2 hours and 11 seconds, that is. He runs a he has PR'd at 2:11:36, I think. Hope I'm close, Fernando, because he's probably looking at this right now. He's PR'd on 2:11. He's also PR'd on a half at a 1:02 and some change. So he says, hey, tomorrow let's do a live video chat. So if you're around, guys, hopefully Fernando can do it. But again, we got to, our schedules are different. So Fernando, if you're watching this, hopefully we can do it maybe tomorrow. You guys all take it. Any guys have any questions for me? Ask a question, guys. Anything I can help you with, anything I can shout out, and take it over the top with some cardio, some fitness, some nutrition, guys. Any questions? I'll say in just a couple more minutes, and then I'll get off here and let you guys be on your way and have fun. And just, once again, this running thing that I do, I know I'm kind of like out there a little bit, but I'm not kidding you. This running thing I do is a derivative or a byproduct of something deeper inside me. What that is peace, love, and happiness, and a contentment for life, and wanting to live every day with a peak state of mind and a peak state of health. And how do you do that? It's by constantly course correcting at times. When life throws you lemons, what do? You make lemonade, baby. Because guess what? When you got some lemons, time to crush them and make lemonades. So those are the challenges of life. Remember, for every valley that you face and that I face, that we face in life, there's 2 mountaintops to every valley, baby. So it's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of your paradigm. A paradigm shift sometimes. You can talk to Mel Robbins, look her up. Tony Robbins, no relation. Tim Ferriss, Thom thought leaders. My boy Ray Dalio, who runs Bridgewater, look him up. He wrote the book called Principles. Amazing